Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. What is happening over at Chelsea Football Club right now? Because it is a shambles. I don't really know what's going on. It's all over my timeline, so I thought, let me come chat to you about it. Let's go through from the start. For those of you that don't know, Roman Abramovich left Chelsea back in 2022. They got some new American owner, Todd Boehly, who's been on a mission. He signed 35 players in 2 years. You want to put that into perspective right now? United's 35th signing ago was 2016-17. Liverpool's 35th signing ago was Joe Gomez, who's been there for 9 years. Man City's 35th signing ago was like Laporte. They've signed 35 players in 2 years, and everyone else has signed like 35 players in like 5, 6. For Liverpool, it's been about 9 years since they signed 35 players, and Chelsea have just signed 35 in 2 years. So that already tells you enough as it is that Chelsea is a shambles. Let's add to that, last year they signed 450 million worth of players, signing about 300 kids and about 12 first team good players. Out of that 400 mil, let's say about 50 mil were good. You only got 2 players that were good, Palmer and Gusto. In his whole reign at Chelsea, the only 2 players he's bought that good is Palmer and Gusto. Palmer, obviously, no one expects him to have the season he had, and Gusto was only supposed to be a backup right back for Reece James. They were the only 2 bright sparks from last season. You can say the manager's gone now. They've hired Pochettino, who's good with young kids, and put him into a project, and they've only given him a year. Chelsea have only given a project manager with kids a year. This new guy's come in, Enzo Marqueza, whatever the hell his name is. He's got players that were signed from Lampard's first reign. Bro, you got players there signed 7, 8 managers ago. Different systems, different players. They've got like 50 players in the first team squad. Who's got 50 players in there? It's taking the piss, man. It's actually taking the piss. Last season was not great at all. You can sugarcoat it however you want. We got Europe. We finished them with United. United still got Europa League. Chelsea got Conference League. United are in the better competition this year. Chelsea, they had a bad season the whole season. At the end, they picked it up a little bit. The man they picked it up because of, Pochettino, has now been sacked by the club. So they're going to start from scratch all over again and get a whole new manager with a whole new playing style and a whole new load of players. Thinking it's going to work year in, year out. Bro, they're going to finish like 12th this season. Palmer has to carry them again because their team doesn't even look great. And we're going to look into this today. We're going to chat about Chelsea today, bro. Let's go from pre-season. They played 6, won 1 game, drew 2, and lost the other 4. You want to know the team that they beat? Club America. Yeah. Because you got Chelsea fans saying, we lost to teams that, you know, we expected to lose to, like Man City and Real Madrid. And fair enough, I hear that. They drew to Inter as well the other day. Why are you losing to Celtic? 4-1 as well. You're getting smoked. And I know, I'm a very big advocate for pre-season doesn't matter. And it doesn't. It really doesn't matter at all. The only game that matters is from this Friday onwards when the Prem starts. All these games before don't matter at all. But they do when you look at performances. And especially with a team with a new manager, with Chelsea, with all these young players, you're tuning in, low-key, you're tuning in, see how they're doing in it. Bro, it was ass. It was so ass, bro. Individually, they were ass. Mudryk, bro, fair enough, he's got raw speed. That's about it though, innit? Name one other thing he's good at apart from being quick. I'm not going to chat about pre-season too much because it don't matter, but I thought I'd let me touch on it here and there because obviously this is the only bit of Chelsea we've seen since they got this new manager. They have too many players. Now, I'm going to go on to the fucking transfer window. They've made one serious outgoing, I would say, in Conor Gallagher. Sold him for like 45 mil to Atletico. Pure profit. That's why. It's 45 mil of pure profit, financial fair play. They can use it to spend. I've picked up 3 notable players they've signed so far. Pedro Neto for £60 million from Wolves. As a man from Wolverhampton, very sad to see him go. But £60 million for a guy that's injury prone, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Obviously, at the start of last season, he cooked. But then he got that massive injury. And he didn't really play for the rest of the season. Like, his injury record is horror. When he does play, he is class. He's a good player. He's a very good footballer. That's why he's £60 million. The issue is availability. And Chelsea last season had probably like the most injuries apart from maybe United. And now you're bringing in like man who's already had bad injury record. It's not looking good. It's really not. Because when he plays, he'll play well. But that's the question. When he plays, if he plays. With Chelsea, they're buying these attackers. Fantastic. But they're all like the same kind of player. Like Madueke, Neto, Mudryk, Sterling. Got the same kind of winger. Just kind of carbon copied throughout the squad. Just with different abilities here and there. Another notable signing they got is Kieran Dewsbury-Hall from Leicester for £30 million, which I believe is a very good signing. Very smart signing from the Chelsea manager. Just bringing in a player that he's worked under, Premier League proven, and was probably one of the best players in the Championship last year. I've already seen people saying, why are we signing a championship player? Kieran Dewsbury-Hall is not a championship player. He should not have stayed at Leicester last season. He should have moved back up to the Prem, but I don't know why he didn't. And a Leicester fan ain't involved in the politics like that. He was good in the Prem when he played. He's a good Premier League midfielder. And the last signing I want to talk about is Tosin Adarabioyo from Fulham for free. I think that's a class signing. Improves their defence tenfold. They managed to get Fulham's captain away from them. So I think this guy, he'll come in. I think he'll just shore up the defence, even coming in as a bench option or even starting, to be fair. But he's a good Premier League proven centre-back. He used to be at Man City's academy. So he's definitely got something, because you don't come from Man City if you ain't got nothing. So I think maybe you can just regain refinders for what the fuck happened to my, sorry, my computer just glitched. But yeah, Tosin Adarabioyo, good little signing for free as well. You can't actually go wrong with that. The last little bit of news I want to talk on is this Samu Omarodian and João Felix deal. I'm going to call him Samu for short because I ain't saying that last name again. Basically, Chelsea signed this Samu Brer a few weeks ago for 30 mil from Fabrizio Romano. He said it himself. I kind of thought that's a done deal. And then yesterday, news broke that the deal is 100% off. Like, there is no way this deal is ever going to happen. And now they're suddenly back in for João Felix, the man who they had on loan last year and chose not to activate the clause to buy in that loan deal. So why they want him back a year later for about 10 million more? It's just a bit fishy, especially when they've been going after Osimhen all summer. They want to get João Felix. But here's the thing. How many other players play in this position? Let's go through it. Palmer can play in the 10 and Cuckoo can play in the 10. Obviously, you got João Felix. Sterling can play there if you really wanted to. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall can play there if you wanted to. Carney Chupmaweka, that's how you say his name, he can play there. You've got hella man, and that's just on the top of my head just now. You've got hella man right now that can play in that 10th role for Chelsea. Why are you spending £40 million on a failed wonder kid? Let's have it right. João Felix is a failed wonder kid. João Felix is 24 years old. He is a failed wonder kid, bro. 5 years ago, he was the man every club wanted to sign. Now no one wants to touch him with a 10-foot pole. Like, there's something about João Felix. And Chelsea want him again? I don't know. I don't know. So they've got too many players in this number 10 position, but then the deal's off with the same club, by the way. They got João Felix and this Samu guy. By the way, Samu, he's not a £30 million striker. I did some digging into him. He's not played a minute for Atletico Madrid in a competitive game. He went on loan to Alaves, who just got promoted from the La Liga 2. Scored 8 goals in 34 games. He is not a £30 million striker. So the fact Chelsea want to buy him for 30 mil is a bit strange, because he's had no season whatsoever that's indicated that he's a proven goal scorer. That's a bit strange in itself. So now that deal's off as well, which makes like this whole saga, there's something fishy going on. A deal's off for one of the players and now they're going to get another one of their players for a bit more money. That's the whole João Felix thing. They shouldn't buy João Felix. They've got too many players in that position. It's going to stunt the growth of the younger players, and it's not going to give people like João Felix or Nkunku any game time, because they're going to be competing for the same position. That's what I think on Chelsea right now. It's just a shambles. I thought, let me just come chat to you about that. I got Prem predictions coming out later on this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm back for the new season, man. You know, I've had some thinking to do. I saw one of my boys that got me started into YouTube. He's left YouTube now, so I thought, fuck it, let me just get back on the grind now. You know, hold tight, Ramiz or Ramps as you like him. He's my dog. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.